proposing that he would
What do you expect him? He's being confirmed. What do you expect him to say? He will say the good news now. Look, Yakubu Mahmoud said even more glorious statement and all that, didn't he? When he was being confirmed, didn't he say things that won the heart of Nigerians? And you and I was clapping, and you know those people. Yeah, you good that next chairman. Yeah. What do you expect? That he's going to review or audit 2023 election, Abi? If he tried that, they remove him the following day.
But he said it at the National Assembly today.
He said it. Can he do it?
What do you mean, can he do it?
He said, look, when Sanwo-Olu was campaigning in Lagos, he said he's going to open the book of Lagos State. Since 1999. He's going to audit. I said, Sanwo-Olu, don't say what you cannot do. Up to today, has he done that? So leave those things, Esther.
So you think it's just talk for him to be confirmed?
Of course.
It's not something that he intends.
I'll do waiting. What will he audit? After auditing, what will happen? No, he come up with the true picture, Abi. You mean this particular INEC chairman will announce the true result of 2023 election, Abi? Esther, you know it's not possible.
Why do you say it's not possible?
Esther, please, let's talk another.
I mean, a lot of credibility and good words have been put in for the INEC chair. I'm hoping that he's astute, he's a professor, he will do well. So what if he decides to review it? Because they all know that's what the senators asked, that we had issues and of questionable competency of the 2023 elections, and that has to do with the IRA portal. How do you intend to ensure it doesn't repeat itself? That's one. And then the second thing they asked was about security during elections. How are people meant to be secure during elections, especially with the transportation of sensitive materials? So these are prominent questions, and you don't trust it.
How can I trust it when he's what's it called? His bad days in his profile is even in contention. He started. I pointed it at the other day. I said, add it up. Add up the days, the days and the years and all that he used to finish his whatever. Did he add up? He didn't add up, and that's a fact. So lie have already started from the beginning. It has started already from the beginning. No, tell me. I mean, didn't you see it? Was that the one that brought it out? And nobody talked about it, so we have moved on. Oh. This man have told us that there is no sincerity in him. Yes, we have moved on. This time of that. Okay.
President.
Oh my God. Nigeria is full of problems, troubles. A lot of things going on in this country under Tinubu APC government. Full of lies, no directions, failed policies, full of lies. No, everything is just going down just like that. In the name of we have a president who does not care. Listen, it's too bad. So I want you to take your time, listen to this, Mr. Barrister. What do you think? Because in fact, just listen. Tell me, do you agree with him? Some things he said where I know you will not agree with him. Yes, I know you will not agree, but just let's watch. We'll come back and talk about it because he touched a lot of issues here, talking about protests coming on 20th of this month, the protests, and a lot of issues. So let's go and watch. We'll come back and talk about it. But don't forget to like this video, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Leave your comment. Your comment matters a lot. So people are also listening, learning from your comments. Do you understand? Nobody knows it all. So leave your comment, share, like, comment, subscribe, and just subscribe. Hit the notification button.
So I'm sure you heard about the Isuguzuru faction actually telling the Southeasterners and the Igbos not to trust the Atiku Sowore planned protest. Very briefly, it was Sowore that reached out to Atiku. We had an interview with him here, and he confirmed that he reached out to other politicians to lend their voice to the schools, and also reached out to Nigerians as well to be part of this. The factional Igbo social cultural organization headed by Isuguzuru, they said that the Southeast cannot be part of it, and that all of a sudden, what is this love and care by some certain persons who never used to show any form of attention, and that all of a sudden this is what you want to do for the Southeasterners. So he dissociated the group, the Southeast governors, the Southeast traditional leaders from actually giving approval for this protest, and they're also encouraging other Igbo residents not to be part of this planned protest. He also says it's a trap, and says that they don't want a situation where to turn to the NSAS protest that happened in 2020, and the fact that they don't trust the process entirely or the intention of Sowore. So does this validate the claim that indeed the politicians or the Igbos are the problem of themselves? So what's your take on this?
Esther, what did you call that man? Is a factional leader? It is you, the press, that are giving this type of human beings prominence.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
the original one. Wait, Barrister, don't let me start with you. Okay. The original one, that is the original one. Where is he?
If he didn't talk,
he has never ever said anything ever since he was announced as the winner of the Ohaneze presidential whatever.
Look, I will prefer that quietness than listening to a rabble-rouser.
So you think he's rabble-rousing?
If not, how come he's speaking for Ohaneze when he's a factional leader? How come he's making statements? Who is funding him? Esther, who is funding Isiguzo? Have you asked yourself that question? They brought him to divide that Igbo group, nothing else. Is that not what they have always done? They brought him to divide the Ohanese, and they have succeeded. That's the truth. They have succeeded. So why will I now give prominence to him? On what basis is he speaking? On what basis? So if the authentic president of Ohanese have not spoken, let us wait. Let us wait. There is nothing, nothing has gone wrong here. That he did not speak, it does not mean that he's against Igbos or whatever.
So what are you saying, President?
What I'm saying is that anybody who chooses to listen to Isuguzo is doing so at his own peril. He doesn't represent us.
Okay.
Because we have known that he's been sponsored to divide the Ohanese. That's the truth. He's been sponsored. He's getting funds from somewhere. And that's what they have always done, Esther. This is what they have always done. You see this type of politics, it will kill Nigeria. It will destroy Nigeria, seriously.
Okay, Barrister, now, Nigerians were on outrage and they were not happy with some persons that were given presidential pardon. Is it good to know that the president is a listening president? He has actually said they will review the presidential pardon. But what a couple of Nigerians, because I was on a space today when people were talking about this presidential pardon. The information just came out around that kind 5-6 p.m. And what I heard was, okay, how do we know that these persons have not left their various confinement or correctional centers? The president gave the presidential pardon. I think that was last week. Nigerians have been berating the government of the day and chastising them. And I'm very sure even the supporters of the president, were also not happy with some of the categories that were giving clemency. But if you were giving clemency, it's more than 5 days. Do you want to tell me that those persons are still in custody? Because what they're saying is that they have not left. They are still in their various correctional centers and there are phases to this thing. So before they do the complete clearance, they're reviewing it. So that Nigerians should be calm and that when they're done with the review, then they'll certainly get back to Nigerians. A couple of Nigerians don't believe it. But however, they applaud the president that he listened to the outcry of Nigerians concerning his decision and that they're thankful that he's doing what is needed to be done.
I disagree.
Okay, please go ahead.
It shows that Tinubu is not in charge of his administration. The same cabal that he dealt with Buhari are still with him. And they are doing it big time because he had left the governance for them to run. If he had gone through those, I told you that day that, look, I don't think he went through those lists. Did I not say it here last Monday? I said it. Because when you see a president that is, very, very vibrant and you know that is a go-getter, he like reading and all that.
You're saying President Tinubu is not vibrant, he's not a go-getter, doesn't like reading? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're implying?
Is that what you're insinuating?
I'm not instigating, I'm just saying.
You are the one insinuating it. I am telling you that when you see a president that is very vibrant,
okay,
and you know that this is a voracious reader, that he has been writing books and all that, like most presidents all over the world. You know that this one you can't deceive him with any written documents.
So
he will go through.
In other words,
Buhari didn't do it. Is it this person that will do it? I say he depended on the people like Bayo Nonoga, Attorney General, and all the aides.
And that's why I say you just implied now that he's not voracious, he's not a good reader, hasn't written books.
Then
Otherwise if
he did, how come they are making a reverse of what they did? If he did, wouldn't he have pointed out those names?
So you believe that the president did not see the list?
Not he believe. I said the mere fact that they are going back to what they did will tell you that, look, it was not thought through. The president did not read those lists. If he read it, why all this reversal now? Tell me. It didn't go through. That's the truth. I can't imagine him sitting down and be going through a list from 1 to 175 names. He depended on the Attorney General who should do the vetting and the verification and all that. And now, for whatever reason, drug pusher took advantage and then flooded the list. How come? Esther? How come?
How did drug pushers
took
advantage and flooded the list?
Look,
are you saying that the president has such persons surrounding him?
I know. I'm thinking aloud though because it's very strange. Very, very strange.
Barrister, don't take the intelligence of our highly esteemed president for granted. Don't take the intelligence of our highly esteemed president for granted.
It's true. I've forgotten. He had a class in CSU. Sorry. I've just remembered now. He had a class in Chicago State University. Sorry. Can't you make mistake? Am I not allowed to make mistake? What's wrong with you?
To me and you will fight here today.
If you want, no problem.
If I want.
No
if
problem.
I want.
You can say I'm already prepared for it.
Because you didn't me, Abby. You have eaten food.
Since you know, why not stay clear from me?
Barrister Darlington. Okay, no wahala. So here is the thing, Barrister Darlington, okay? The president has always emphasized that he's in charge of his sixth sense, his faculty. He's in charge of his cabinet. There are no cabals and there are no persons telling him what to do. So in other words, is it not disputable when you say that certain persons compiled the list and that he didn't go through them or he did not confer or acknowledge the names himself before it was approved?
You see, when you know an administration that is very meticulous and careful, it is in the quality of their policy, the quality of their decision. This will tell you that, yeah, these people, in fact, they are very sensitive to public opinion. But mention one thing they have done that the populace did not raise eyebrow. There was no uproar. All the decisions they have taken since they came into office, it has always been reversal. At times, they will now be doing it secretly so that the people will not know. Typical example, the fuel subsidy removal. Have I not told you here that they are still paying subsidy? Have anybody challenged me and said it's not true? No, tell me. This subsidy that they are using to blackmail everybody, they are paying subsidy. The facts are there. You know, when a pregnancy is 6 months, you can't hide it. The facts are there that they are paying subsidy. This was the subsidy they told us that with it, in fact, this place will be paradise. And I'm asking myself, why are Nigerians not even asking him that question? Why is the opposition not using it as a political campaign issue? Why? When they throw 1 or 2 few naira to one governor or the other, they say the governor. So if you are not blaming the governor, you that is collecting the lion's share, let us see the hand. Let us see. In fact, you don't even need to talk. When the governor see what you are doing, they will follow suit. That's the two of us.
Sure.
Good. But when you people come here and say the governors, oh, it's now you people know what I was saying, Abi. That money is for them to join APC. Oh, you think all of them are joining APC for nothing, Abi? Go and check. I said, at the end of the day, the truth will come out. You see this jumpology that everybody is celebrating. You will see. Because how do you ask people with questionable character, people that have cases with EFC, to join your party? And immediately they enter, their case will just die a natural death.
So that was not Tinubu's fault now. That was Mr. Adam Soshomole. He was one who made that statement. Wasn't President Tinubu.
Esther,
I'm just saying now, Barrister.
Please, is Oshomole the one in charge of the administration? Is he the one that you elected as your president?
No, but he's the one that made that categorical
If he made it,
statement.
would you? Hey, can you?
But just clarifying.
No, you are not.
I'm not.
No, you are not. Seriously,
Okay.
you are not. Yes, if in fact, he should have been reprimanded for that statement. But now, you are validating it. That means that is the mantra of the administration. That is what the administration believes in. You know? Yes. They say if you tell me your friends, I will tell you whom you are. That's the truth. I once asked you here, tell me one star minister. What happened at the end of the day? Star minister that you can say, yes, I can close my eyes and mention those that work with Jonathan. In fact, they didn't even finish their time offer before the international community and the Western world started poaching them. Is that not true? So, from Buhari to this one now, mention one of them that got appointment in Togo here, Togo. That Togo government say, please come and help us with one thing or the other. Mention one of them. The one that left to Buhari's government too. Or even this one now. That is how to know. You see, unfortunately, Nigerians have been brainwashed and hoodwinked into believing that this is the way to go. I said it. That the moment we embrace this grab or snatch and run with it, it is going to enter into our psyche. Everything Nigerians will be doing and saying now, it will be towards that side. That except you are violent, except you have the muscle for brigandage, you will not succeed in Nigeria. That's why they see P2B, they call him all sorts of them. He cannot do this, he cannot do that. They forgot that P2B is coming from a decent society where things are done decently. Nobody, yes, you don't need to
Barrister, you can never hold brief for
hold on, I'm coming.
Don't hold brief for any politician.
Hold on, please. That of P2B, everybody knows his antecedent. He's not a violent type. He cannot. When did you see any thug following P2B? No, when did you see any thug following him wherever he goes and muzzle people down and say, look, if you don't vote for people, we are going to kill you, this and that. He doesn't have time for, and that's why they have been talking rubbish against him. Everybody now whenever you want to catch cruise, all of them. Good. Is it not because of his nature? You can see now.
But the president also goes through the same thing.
No. If you hold on, the moment you mention his name, his honchos will come after you, either in social media or physically.
It's expected that the president will support him. The same thing to P2B supporters. They will defend him too with their missiles.
No, what I'm saying, hold on, Esther. If P2B is what they are attributing him to, you would have seen it in his character. It's just that whatever he does, they will pick holes on it. His gentle character is not even, nobody's even celebrating it. They want our youth to copy this thing they are doing. And you can see it happening. That's how they win election. Brigandage, violence, thuggery. I said, remove this thing and let me see whether they will win election.
All right,
remove it.
You heard what Yese Wike said concerning the road, because P2B went to Abuja along with Dr. Moses Paul, who is vying to be the AMAC chairman in Abuja. And I think they went to visit one of the primary schools, and it was in such a deteriorated state. And P2B made the statements. It happened to be that there were journalists there. It was in that same breath that P2B talked about reiterating that he's running for president and that he has the capacity and he intends to do just 4 years, that he knows what to do in that 4 years for Nigeria. And Wike is saying that Peter Obi should have called him via the telephone and talked to him and say,
so that he would not say that
is
Peter
bad.
Obi was
You don't need this thing, but everything must not be social media or propaganda. That in 2 years he has done a lot, and he cannot claim to know every angle, every axis in Abuja. Not to talk of him, Peter Obi, who actually siphoned funds or put funds in his bank to generate interest and not do the needful. Then the Lagos State APC chair, spokesperson Sheyi Oladejo, also berated him by saying that he has no right or no moral standing to call out anyone who is defecting to the APC because he's a serial defector and that currently he's in the marketplace shopping for a political party to achieve his dead ambition. What's your reaction to this?
Esther, did you remember what happened in the last general election in 2023 concerning Abuja, which Tinubu lost? Abuja is like the electoral college in America where we copied the democracy. It was the electoral college that denied the Hillary Clinton victory, because in the popular vote in America, Hillary Clinton was top over Donald Trump. Is that not true?
True.
Good. But because of electoral college, they are not even menu, but they decide who will be American president no matter what you vote. It is the same thing attributed to Abuja. That was the intendment of those who created Abuja and put that in there. That, look, if you win everywhere and you did not win Abuja, you have lost. But look at our own. Because of whatever the judiciary wanted to achieve, all of a sudden, it started with ease and it became a subject of discussion. Meanwhile, those that drafted that clause, they are not stupid. It's very clear. It has been there all this while. You know? Now, because of that, they are talking another thing. That how can you say that somebody has won everywhere? That because of Abuja, he has lost the election. But it was there for a purpose. Because that's where you are going to stay. That is, if you do not win your domain, your territory, where you are going to stay as the president, then what are you talking about? America have been using it for how many years now, and they have been working for them. But in Nigeria, all of a sudden they change it. Tomorrow now, you see this in the said, they will now reverse it again. So it depends on who is contesting and who has won and who has lost. That's how our laws now. APC is not operating with the constitution. They are not. The facts are there. Up to tomorrow, I still don't know why NBA and other judicial bodies in Nigeria have kept quiet over the defection of 27 lawmakers in Rivers State. That thing would have been, in fact, it would have been a milestone in our this defection in determining whether it is proper or not. All the provisions of Section 109, they threw it overboard. And now these people have gotten a blank check to be defecting anyhow. Is that how to run a country? You don't look at the constitution again. Whenever it has to be in favor of APC, they will twist our constitution to favor them. Till tomorrow, that matter has not been looked into. And I know if the court have done the needful, it would have helped us to stop this rascality in the name of defection. Because most of them are just moving without any reason. Without any reason.
Kenneth Okonkwo has said that the receipt is meant to be vacant since he has defected. The problem is if you do defect, you are actually not supposed to occupy that position anymore. Your seat is meant to be vacant. Barrister Darlington, some persons will say that this is basically a replica of when former President Olusegun Obasanjo, when the PDP was in charge of the political space, they had quite a number of other political parties defecting to the People's Democratic Party. So that there is nothing new about this.
Are we supposed to be moving backwards or forward? Didn't APC say they are bringing change? Esther, if APC now came and correct whatever they said PDP did wrong, what is wrong with that? How can we continue to celebrate mediocrity? At what point are we now going to get it right? If we are now trying to refer to Obasanjo and all that, you that came, you say you are bringing change. Was that not their mantra? So where is the change? Things have even gotten worse. And you are trying to drag me back to Obasanjo. Let them take us back to Obasanjo era now. Instead of let them take us back to that place.
Barrister, any country where insecurity prevails or is the order of the day will definitely have a stunted economy. People will not be able to migrate. There'll be no proper channeling of goods and services because most of the roads or access routes where trading activity is very vibrant will definitely be under tension because those persons, elements of darkness will always ply those routes and destabilize. And Nigeria is actually going through that phase. Insecurity has become so rampant that the expectation is the president will do something about it immediately he emerged as a president in 2023 because that was one of the, triage of the first and second term of the late Muhammadu Buhari. Unfortunately, things seem to have gotten worse and escalated to a point that at this moment, you could consider an entire village, or more than an entire village, all of the youth are into banditry and terrorism. Barrister, 3 days ago, we saw elements in their numbers on motorcycles visiting certain communities because they wanted to have a peace truce. But I don't think that is working, because in Zamfara state alone, they have killed 8 Nigerian policemen, including a community guard. In the same state, they abducted worshippers during morning prayers at the Zamfara mosque. It is not abating. Okay, so now you do know very recently that the conversation about genocide in Nigeria is ongoing about a particular ethnic group. And Reno Omokri was one of such persons who was very vocal about saying that the United States of America, they're the ones that actually cause insecurity in most African countries, and that he's going to correct the narrative. A few days ago, he was on Arise Television with 2 men, and he made it seem as if those men were mayors of Blanco. There's a Mike Arnold and another one who says he's a filmmaker. The idea was for them to come for a fact-finding mission to have clarity that it is indeed not a Christian genocide, it's an atrocity committed on all angles. Now, this person is Reno Omokri's friend. And there's a reason why I'm bringing this, because I and Chama had this conversation during the World News at 12. Do you know that this man came out and wrote, the truth about Reno Omokri is sad. I have seen it up close. Last year on his birthday safari in Kenya, he stayed at my home in Texas. Most recently, he hosted me in Abuja. Reno doesn't lie like most liars. He lies calm, cool, constant. Up close, he's reptilian, chilling, soulless, yet so charming. He once posted a video flaunting luxury cars, claiming they were his. 2 belong to a friend of mine. Reno visited, rode in them, filmed them, and claimed ownership. A total fabrication. I stayed quiet then, but started watching closely. On my recent fact-finding trip about Nigeria's persecution crisis, he promised meetings with Tinubu, NSA, Ribadu, and the Sultan of Sokoto. None happened. Looking back, those promises were props for his narrative for clout and manipulation. On his birthday last year, big names showed up expecting good luck Jonathan. That was a lie. They left fast, dodging his shameless PR stunt. They thanked me for showing them the quickest escape route in a map. In Abuja, after 30 hours of travel, Reno pulled me into a photo op with a compromised camp chairman. Get that phrase, compromised camp chairman. I barely got 60 seconds to change my shirt. He whispered, "Don't mention you just arrived." In the meeting, he implied we had been there longer. He took credit for trips I have funded, planned, and endured over 6 years, presenting it as part of the fact-finding mission that he had organized. He repeated this with the next group. On live television, he called me the current mayor of Blanco, Texas. False. He knows it. He also said I'm a Republican mayor. We don't even have partisan municipal elections. I haven't been active in any party for 30 years. He claimed I'm a personal friend of Ted Cruz. Also false. I shook Cruz's hand in a receiving line a decade ago. That's it. That's about 10 years ago. He introduced my travel companion as a prominent Republican filmmaker. Not true. My friend does hobby projects. Nothing major in decades. I don't know what party he favors. So how do you know that Reno Omokri is lying? His lips are moving. This isn't bitterness. It is accountability. When someone denies genocide, twists truth, and poses as a Christian voice, character matters. The one who practices deceit shall not dwell in my house. He who speaks lies shall not continue before my eyes. Psalm 10:17. Reno, I don't hate you. I can't cover for you. I have seen too much. Lying to inflate yourself is one thing. Lying to cover up the Christian genocide raging in Nigeria is a bridge too far. People must know Reno is a pathological, habitual, calculating, self-serving liar from someone who knows him personally. So they won't trust his sleazy attempts to bury the blood of tens of thousands of Nigerian martyrs with the manure spewing from his mouth. It's hard to fathom. I have never seen anything so stone-cold evil. If he doesn't repent, Omokri will go down as Nigeria's Joseph Goebbels, cast into the lake of eternal fire. He's gaslighting a nation while Christians and innocent Nigerians suffer. Reno has the blood of innocence on his lying tongue. He doesn't care. What's an ocean of martyrs' blood to him, so long as he secures a phantom appointment Tinubu dangles before him? I'm convinced he sees the victims as lesser humans, a pure sociopath. So he went on and on and on, but he eventually said that Reno is touting himself to be a vice or a deputy to Nuhu Ribadu. It is estimated, according to him, that the plan is that the president will choose a presidential candidate from the northern extraction for 2031, whom he will rally with influence for people to support, and Reno is touting himself to be the vice. I have checked Reno's page in response to what this man said, who is his friend whom he barred. We haven't seen anything like that. We're waiting for his response to counter what this man had said. The man even put up some chats exchange between both of them. Reno Omokri has been trending on social media for the past few days since this man divulged everything about Reno. A Nigerian said we shouldn't pay attention because Reno is known to be for that. The reason why I ask this is, why is it that some Nigerians know the truth, but in their disillusionment, they decide to remain disillusioned and continue on the path of lies while a lot of Nigerians are dying? The attention that is meant to be given to critical issues like insecurity is not paid attention to. It seems to be like a political bait raging for the political class, regardless of who is hurt. What's your take on this, very briefly?
Reno is a job man. I remember those days. One of the things that the EFCC used to nab, what's that his name? This guy, okay, he has office at Ogulano Drive.
Okay.
He put a very bold picture of himself and Babangida.
Okay.
Maybe they met in a function. So when these white men come to his office, they will see him with Babangida sitting at Nigeria and say, yeah, he must be a big man, you know. So whatever he says, they believe him. Are you getting what I'm saying? I will remember his name.
Yeah.
So whenever he want to turn his limousine in that boys' corner, that is joining Akerele Street with Ogulano, every car must stop. When this guy was the king of Surulere.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they use such things for photo shoot to get their unsuspecting victim. That's what they do. So Reno, you can imagine the kind of people that is working for this administration. You can imagine. You can imagine, Esther. So I thank God I've always told you, no matter how long evil run, one day truth will catch up with it. Evil doesn't last forever, Esther. I've been saying this thing, and I have not been disputed by anybody. Look at what is coming out from APC now, what they did and all that. From Akpabio and the sister.
Friend. He was the one that brought this man. A couple
of course, that is the US.
Have watched that interview.
That is the US for you, Esther. Listen, thank God this thing came up. That is US for you. They don't have time for all these things you are doing here. I'm not joking. They don't have time. They say it as if they shoot from the hip. They don't have time.
And
that is US.
A couple of people chastised this man. They chastised him. They called him. They said that they're the ones causing. If you go through the responses.
I am coming now. Listen. If the US are your problem, Esther, listen very well.
Okay.
If the US are your problem, how come? How come they are the one helping you to fight the problem you created for yourself? Was it the US government that imported these terrorists into Nigeria? Tell me. Was it the US? They are claiming that it was when Obama destabilized Libya. Listen, from Libya to Nigeria, you will pass one or two countries before they will enter Nigeria. Two of us. Niger is there, standing between us and and Libya. So how did they jump from Niger and enter Nigeria direct? Is it possible? Hold on. Is it possible? You can see.
Barrister, hold on thought. We'll be taking a very short break. When we return, we'll continue the seriousness of the situation. And we're referring to Reno Omokri. I am surprised that he has not responded to what this man said. I'm waiting for him to possibly create a sense of diversion or a distraction.
If he try, they will deport him from USO. If he make noise. I'm not joking. Because how can you blame somebody for the problem you created? Do you know that the US saved the Tinubu's presidency? Are you aware? Are you aware? They saved it because they refused to release the necessary document before the tribunal and all. Is that not true?
But the man made a statement. He said, President Tinubu, you need to handle this insecurity. That the US has now decided to pay attention to your government.
But exactly.
That he has to be very careful. That let him not let his name be rubbished in the mud. That was a warning the man gave. And the man sounded like the president may not even know. He told the president to cleanse his cabinet. That there are psychophants who are not giving him the true details of what is going on in the country. And that he needs to look inwards.
Esther, let me tell you. Do you see? Oh my God. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Esther, did you see the reaction of the federal government of Nigeria when the U.S. Congress reacted about the genocide? Did you see their reaction?
Yeah.
They had to send delegates to that body.
Yeah, they've already put a committee together, send delegates to go there.
Yes, they're on their way. They are preparing. Now, Esther, listen very well, and every other person that is from Igbo extraction. Like I've always advocated, imagine if we have been packaging the thing that is going on in the Southeast, from Nnamdi Kanu to the mass killings. It's just a few things that we sent to Amnesty International. You saw how they reacted. Even when the federal government was trying to debunk it, they said, no, we stand by our facts. That's not true.
But if they do that, they will say they are trying to demarcate Nigeria.
No, look, I said hardcore facts. Are you getting what I'm saying? Package it. The facts are there. You don't need to look for it. The facts are there. Like this court judgment that they are, doing anyhow. Package it. Send it to international community all over. U.S. government. Look at what they are doing to this man, because he's an Igbo man. But look at what they are doing with terrorists. Esther, you think this will not make an impact? You think somebody will not ask this government, what are you doing?
The man said that way back in 2015 that Reno called it a Christian genocide. Yes, he said that from prophet to genocide propaganda. He's flipped on the matters he once mourned. In 2017, Reno spoke like a man of conscience. He exposed Fulani extremists. He warned of the bloodshed. He called it what it was, genocide, and he begged the world to act. But now in 2025, he denies the very truth he once shouted.
This is the more reason why you should not allow your enemy to rubbish you. I've been saying it that these people are not active. This is a campaign issue. Package it. Take it to those places that the APC took their own to when they were in opposition. APC, Even when Jonathan cough, they will call John Kerry. Come, oh, this man is coughing too much. Maybe he has TB. Is that what you want for a president? And that one will roll down to Lagos and tell Jonathan, come, I want to see you. This is what they were doing, harassing the man. Now, opposition are there, they can't talk. Even with the hard facts that you're supposed to use to. The Igbo leaders within and outside Nigeria, package this in, send it to the U.S. Congress on what they are doing to Nnamdi Kanu. The facts are there. The way they are handling this case now, it is becoming very, very suspicious. From what the lawyer said and all that, these are things you're supposed to let the international community know, because they are the ones who will rattle this government. I'm not joking. They are the ones. Remember, I told you here the other time that the UN have written 3 letters to the government of Nigeria concerning Nnamdi Kanu. Bring it up now. After all, Nnamdi Kanu is a friend of Donald Trump. He attended his campaign trail the other time. He was his guest. Bring this into the fore. The same way some people brought the genocide issue to the attention of the US government. The killings in the southeast, bring it to the fore, because if you are telling me, or if you are asking where are the predominant region where you have Christians, is it not the southeast? These other places, you can see a mixture of Muslims and Christians. But in the southeast, majorly, they are Christians.
But look at what the situation is that right now, insecurity is not necessarily being attached to any religious group. You heard today that they went to a mosque and killed people.
Listen very well.
I'm listening to you. Listen. Paris, I'm just trying to say
that. Hold on, I'm coming. Before you go further, listen very well. You know, there is this thing they call collateral damage.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. When you are looking for a target, you know your target. But along the line, you will do certain things that will now divert the attention of the people from what you want to do. That's what they have always done, Esther. When they go to Benue and Plateau, they will kill 200, they will kill 150, they kill 70. Immediately the opera will go up, they will now run to Zamfara or Katsina, bomb 1 mosque, kidnap 2 people, maybe kill 2 or 3 people. And then the narrative will go to the press. You see, they are killing even their Muslim brothers. How many did they kill? Esther, how many did they kill? Who are the people that are bearing the brunt in the north? Can you tell me? Have I not said it here the other time? Let us begin to check the number. Who are the people that are mainly being killed? And who are the people killing them? It is when you know this that you know where the thing is heavy. You know where it is heavy. Okay, in these other major Muslim states in the north, tell me where they have occupied most of the states, like they did in Benue and in Plateau. I mean, communities, rename it, and they are staying there by force. You can see, you know, they are deceiving Nigerians. The same thing they did when they came in here in 1804. Tactically, they will pretend as if they are. No. How come in the whole of the north, there is no one Hausa man that is an emir, Esther? Have you asked yourself? Before 1804, who were the people in the north? Was it not the Hausas? How come today they have no place, nothing? They don't have a say in the north. How come? You have not asked yourself. So you think when they not do it here, they will now love you, Abi? No, they will now love you and say, okay, you people should now. No. It's an agenda. This killing, it is well planned. Forget about all this collateral damage that happened here and there. No, that's not the real issue. That is not the real issue, Esther. There is a target. If not, initially they told you that the Fulani herdsmen are looking for where to graze their cow. That the Sahel region is drying up, this and that. Is that not what they told us? That was when Nigeria said, say, come, whatever land, everything, we will provide it for you. Kano State, you call them, they refuse. Kogi is the size of the entire southeast. They call them and say, come, which land do you need? Come, we'll give you. After all, there is no desert encroachment and all that. Esther, they turned it down. True or false? Buhari wanted to create all this ranching and whatever. They turned it down. Tinubu even created a ministry. What happened to that ministry now? I'm sure the minister is just there in office doing nothing. There is no need for creating that office. It's just a useless venture. Because the people you want to give it to, they are not interested. Esther, can't you see it? How come all these things that we have done to placate them, they refused and rejected it? But rather, they'll be going around the whole country, taking people's farm by force, taking villages, renaming it, killing them. And you are telling me it is for grazing. Is that not the initial blackmail and propaganda? Now you can see it. So the whole land in the north cannot accommodate them to do their business, Abi. Except that they come to take this one that is a dot in a circle, according to the Oga who brought them. Except they take it. That's when they will not do their business, Abi. How many times have they loaded people from nowhere and dumped them in Imo State? Say they came for hunting. Esther hunting. You can imagine. So these things, except the people concerned. In fact, I am very disappointed in the people down here. That's why I keep telling some of my people here, look, you have to come together. This thing that this is not, look at how the northern leaders are just pretending as if they are not, pretending out of deceit. But rather they want political power. But the insecurity, they don't want to talk about it. Pretending that as if those things does not matter, the killing doesn't matter, because they know people that are being killed. They know.
President, I would like us to actually open the phone lines earlier on today, because quite a lot of number of persons like to give their.
You're supposed to do it. That's the truth. The best time to do anything is the time you're supposed to do it.
So what are you
Especially,
saying, that Peter has taken too much time?
did I mention somebody's name?
Okay.
It's just that Atiku's name has been mentioned here. If not, I don't want to go into this because if you give advice...
David Momodu did not mention Atiku. But David Momodu did not mention Atiku. It's a reaction of Nigerians to this inclination now.
When he said a northern candidate with that of a southern, who is that prominent northerner that is eyeing the presidential seat? Is it not Atiku? No other person now. And from the beginning, without even waiting for anybody, I have been on this particular matter. But unfortunately, people didn't see it that way. So I stayed away.
But that's
the truth.
They ran together in 2019.
The things have changed now for them. That's what I'm telling you, Esther. You know, when you are planning against your opponent, look at the parameter, look at the environment, look at everything. What happened yesterday? Can it happen today? The only thing that is constant is change. If the political situation have changed, especially with the person in office who don't believe in due process and all that, are you not supposed to be thinking ahead? Like I have always told you, there is a particular dog they use for hunting. Those dogs are properly trained for hunting expedition. That's the truth. The dog is trained by the owner for hunting, and that's what they specialize on. So if you are going for hunting and you didn't use that dog, will you get any game? You won't. That's the truth. You won't. So when I was talking, these are my arguments, which I believe would have made an impact. By now, things would have strengthened up. By now, things would have stabilized, because all this talk that if somebody declare now, they will be hunting him. So if you declare in 2027, they will not be hunting you, Abi. No, look at it. If you now declare in maybe January 2027, the people that are looking and waiting for you, they will now clap for you and say, okay, you are welcome, Abi. Look, the best time to do anything is the time you're supposed to do it. That's the truth. The best time to do anything is the time you're supposed to do it.
So what are you saying, that Peter has taken too much time?
Did I mention somebody's name?
Okay, fine. Okay, in other words, I need clarity.
Hey, don't worry.
I should not worry. I did Lagos, I no go worry.
No, those people out there, they will cross their teeth and put their eyes, so that they will now understand. Because if you leave, look, nature abhors a vacuum. Whenever there is a vacuum, nature must find a way to occupy it, true or false. At least that one is clear to you. Is that not true? When you leave a vacuum, somebody must take it. How come they are calling Jonathan all of a sudden? What happened? If not that there is an opening somewhere and somebody wants Jonathan to come and occupy it, is that not what happened?
Do you think?
But if people are taking positions, strong position, like some people are taking in APC, who are you? Okay, even if you have two heads, can you tell anybody in APC that you want to challenge Tinubu? Can you do that? Because from day one, he are taking position.
All right,
he are taking strong position.
Okay, let's get a reaction of that.
Wow. Anyways, now we understand that APC is a liar. Tinubu government is full of lies, and this issue of Reno Omokri, now you go market, now you don't go buy market. Now your man, shut up. Now you are not a liar. It is obvious now that you're a liar, a branded liar. So you have no right to talk whenever others are talking. And I hope this US, they are able to do something to come and help us, because the problem is getting too much now. As we speak now, it's getting too much. I hope they come to our rescue now, especially people in the north, because if you wait for APC government, Tinubu, Reno Omokri, the likes of Reno Omokri, Bayo Nanuga, and those people reporting issues to Tinubu, if you wait for them, it's a lie, because Tinubu is being fed with a lot of false information. The real informations outside doesn't get to him. But yeah, I won't say it doesn't. He knows, because he read newspaper. Some of these things comes on the front newspaper day and night. There's a lot of money budgeted for newspaper, television. He has TV station. How many TV station? He has newspaper. He has newspaper company. He has a channel. He has a TVC, a television house. So he has no excuse to say he's been fed with false information. So if they cannot report to you, or the one people are reporting, you should listen. It's happening in your country, Nigeria, and sometimes they don't show some of those things on channel, on TVC television, because Tinubu is disgusting for them. They don't show them. So some of the newspaper, it comes on the front of all this paper. So what is your excuse? You don't have any excuse to say you've been fed with false information. So a lot of people written letters to you. Governors called your attentions many times, but you turned away from them. You never did anything. So what you could say, you and your media team, is every time dismiss that. That's called for. In fact, I just played that these people, US, able to come in to say no, help us to solve the problem, because Tinubu and his member, if you wait for them, the whole of this country will have died down at the same time. They will say tell you it's a lie. As far as it does not affect them and their families, it is okay. because you are not connected. You are a son of nobody. You are free to buy at any time. Tinubu and his member, APC member, does not care. As far as Tinubu is building coastal road, they don't care about any other thing. As far as Tinubu is giving students loan, they don't care about security again. As far as Tinubu is building the coastal road, he doesn't care again. Tinubu, which other one? Net fund. Tinubu has stabilized the market, the fluctuating of the currency. Now it's stabilized at a particular price. It doesn't go up and down again. Like Tinubu is okay with that. He doesn't care about the welfare of other things again. He doesn't care about people dying every day. He doesn't care about any other thing. That gives him joy. And again, having said that, the issue of Peter Obi and Atiku coming together, I don't know why people are still talking about this. Peter Obi must not be Atiku vice. Peter Obi must not deputize Atiku. It's not going to work. So anybody thinking or hoping that until they come together, they should be, it's a no. It's better they do not even, it's better the two of them go contest, whichever party they want to contest. If they lost, they try their best rather than coming together again. Also, it will not make any sense to me, especially me. It will not make any sense to me for Peter Obi to be Atiku's vice. And Peter Obi cannot even be. So it can't be. Peter Obi cannot be. Maybe Atiku should be, Rotimi should be Atiku's vice, not Peter Obi. Peter Obi should contest. Even if you lost the election, you tried your best. So we'll give it to you. We'll always remember you for the rule of law, for your simplicity, for everything you stand for. Just that Nigerians happen to you. They never give you the time to change the trajectory of this country. So yes. So whichever way they look, you have nothing to lose. Like I said before, even if you contested on this election, the money you used to contest, all those things, you have money, you have nothing to lose, win or lose. So you Nigerians lose, not you per se. That's what I'm saying. So whichever, go home and relax. It's better. Maybe next time you don't come again, you go and focus on your business. You are still young. And you even said it before. The day you join politics, since you join politics, you lose a lot of money. So you lost a lot of money because you don't focus on your business unlike before. And the companies you manage at that time, you leave those managing company and focus on politics. Meanwhile, your business is still going on. You said that because since you left governor, others are collecting pensions. As a former governor, you don't collect anything, you don't take anything. You said it many times. Since you left office, Anambra State has not bought you a bottle of water, not even essential water, because you don't take all those things. You don't think you have money already. What do you need the money for? So you don't take all those things serious. So do you understand? That's why you say since you left office as a business person, you even lost some money. Anyways, whichever one to contest, or you don't, if you like, don't even contest at all. For me, for you to join Atiku, to be Atiku's vice, it's better for me, personal opinion, you do not even contest. If you don't have any platform to contest, you just go home and relax, go back to UK. Do you understand? Barrister said it, because I've said it. I've done a video like that before. That's the reason why they found it difficult to believe in Peter Obi, because his lifestyle is being a friend. His UK lifestyle. It's not here. How many people do you see behaving like Peter Obi? This is person who understands how a system works, functions in the UK. Everything you do, you see all this nonsense these our politicians are doing. If all these politicians do all these things they are doing here, all of these Nigerian politicians, they will be in jail. They will be in jail. I'm not joking here. But because we live in Nigeria, this is the way we practice our democracy, we do our election stuff. That's why you see, if you do the right thing, it becomes a problem. All of these people have talks following you. What is that? How many people you see follow Peter Obi shouting? Unlike that one that is this illiterate Edo State governor there. You see every time he goes, he jumping on the water, on the gutter, erosion, fraud. They are hyping him from the back. Here you go. What's that? That's nonsense. That's noise. What's that? Anyways. Please share this video, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Be your guy. Run on for me now.